Ooh, when I tell you, this one got under my skin. A father is supposed to be the wall between his child and the world, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the whole job of being a father. You don't gotta be rich. You don't gotta be famous. You just gotta stand in front. So, what happens when the wall falls on the child? Ava Dash typed her own name in the Google search, right? And the first thing that came up wasn't her work, it wasn't her shows. It read Ava Dash evicted. Not because of anything she did, because her daddy, Damon Dash, put his name on a lease next to hers. And then he didn't pay his half. Oh my God. What? His debt living in her search results. The protector became the thing she needed protected from. Ain't that sad? And this week, that girl went on TV and protected herself. And I need everybody to hear me right now. She did right. We're getting into all of it. Here's the story clean. Ava Dash, that's Dame Dash daughter, she's on the Next Gen New York City show, right? And the show been teasing this eviction letter all season. Names blurred, everybody guessing. So she finally addressed it in her confessionals. She said, I had an apartment, $10,000 a month. Ooh, shoot. I shared it with my dad. We split the rent. I paid my half on time. And then she said, four words that set the whole internet on fire. My dad, not so much. Baby, when I tell you, I had to sit down because when that landlord went to court, they said $40,000 behind. Do the math. That's 4 months. 4 months of noticing sliding under that door. And one of y'all in the comments caught it. 40,000 behind means they are, honey, ooh, they scrubbing to catch up, right? And that lease was never getting renewed regardless. That's not a mix up. That's a man letting his notices pile up in a house with his daughter name on the paperwork. And let me drag this property because I keep on seeing, well, technically, they did catch up. That's what I keep on saying. I need you to come here. This man calls himself a boss, Damon Dash. He built a whole second career telling black men how to move, how to own, how to lead, and how he was splitting rent with his daughter and his roommates, right? Three other young people in that darn apartment, like a college kid, like a roommate. And he's the one who came up delinquent. The kid is supposed to be the one falling short, sweetheart, not the millionaire daddy with the business. That's the whole design of the thing. My father would never, and I mean that. My father would never let people put his name on a paper next to mine and then leave me holding the notice. Are you crazy? And it get worse. She said, I don't need to release a statement saying, hey guys, I wasn't the one that got us this eviction notice. But she had to. She had to. That's the part that hurt me. His failure got so public. She so attached her name to it, you know? That this child had to get on camera. She had to go to the Breakfast Club and separate herself from her own father's reputation just to work, just to have a clean Google search. He didn't just miss the rent, he made his daughter carry a L in public and then made her clean it up by herself. That's not a protector, that's a damn bill. Now, here's the part nobody wants to say out loud, right? So I'm going to say it. Why was the rent unpaid? Where was the money going? Because Dame Dash stays busy, right? I mean, hundreds of interviews, podcast after podcast, interviewing himself half the time. One of y'all said it, too busy sitting down interviewing himself to hate on every step Jay-Z takes. Now, ask yourself, what's the product? What is Dame Dash selling in 2026? It's not music. It's not fashion. It's Jay-Z. Hating Jay-Z is the job, y'all. That's the check. Every platform that books him to say Jay-Z's name. And he knows it, which is why he can't stop. This man called Charlamagne and Envy employees, look down his nose at working men, and meanwhile, he is the hardest working employees in hip hop, an employee of his own hate. Jay-Z is his boss and don't even know he on payroll. That's a puppet, sweetheart. A puppet that thinks it's a puppeteer. And he spoke on that man's family. He spoke on Beyonce kids, had all that energy for another man's kids, while his own child was 4 months deep in eviction notices. Damn, Dash. Baby, you worried about the wrong household, boo. Okay? You was trending to Jay-Z, you was tending to Jay-Z lawn while your own house was on fire. And when it all came out, you know what he did, right? He ran to the Breakfast Club and tap danced. She never got evicted ever in her life. Technically, true. They did catch up on the money, but that's not the part, Dame. The notice was real. The $40,000 of notice was real. Okay? And then the excuse. I read this 3 times because I couldn't believe a grown boss said it. She was sending the money to someone to send the money. She was sending the money to someone to send the money, and it wasn't going. Sending money to someone to send the money. Sir, that's not an explanation. That's a confession with extra steps. Ava says she paid her half on time. So if her half left her hands on time, who was the someone? Okay? Where'd the money stop? One of y'all said it plain in the comments section too. He's the person she was giving her money to, and he wasn't paying it. Read that again. And then this man pivoted straight to her mama got $100 million company, which I started. I put my 8 million in. What does your ex-wife money got to do with your half of the rent? What does that got to do with the half of the rent? Even his defense was hiding in a woman's pocket. Y'all name him Debt Dash, okay? I thought all the money was at the family office. And at this point, honey, the name fits better than anything he ever gave himself. Debt Dash. Now I see a few people riding the other way, saying she's 26. Why is daddy paying at all? Because he's living there and he's the man and you're a father. Your job, if you're a father, your job is to be a provider if you're in a household. Okay. People were saying you never air out your father. That's snitching. I don't care who it is. If you're doing wrong, you're gonna get your ass aired out. If that's what's my daughter, I disown her. Well, that's why you don't got no daughter. Okay, come here, all of y'all. Dame Dash airs people out for a living. That is his occupation. He made a whole income telling other people business, other men's business, his own family business, and a microphone that have him. Okay, on any microphone that have him. And now his daughter gets on TV one time to pull her own name out of his fire, and suddenly it's family business stays home. Bullshit. He don't never keep his family business to himself. Where was that energy when he was talking on Jay-Z's kids? See there, karma. Honey, he don't get to live off airing everybody out and then cry privacy when the business is his. That's called karma. And karma poured up through his own blood. She didn't betray her father. She did the job he wouldn't do. She protected Ava. The protector failed, so the child protected herself. That's not snitching, that's survival with a camera on it. So take this with y'all, because I never leave you without your armor, right? One, protect your name like it's your credit, okay? Like it's your credit score, because it is. Don't co-sign nothing for nobody, not blood, especially not blood, not family, not love, nobody, unless you ready to pay the whole thing, because the landlord don't care about your family group chat. Two, watch the ones who lecture loudest. The man screaming, "I'm a boss," on every podcast is usually splitting rent. Real bosses move in silent and own the building. Number three, a man who makes his money hating somebody else is telling on his own pockets. When the hate is the paycheck, the hate will never stop and the bills will never get paid. And four, if somebody puts debt on your name, clear your name out loud with your chest. Ava did exactly right. Now sign off. Whose side y'all on? The daughter who protected herself or the daddy who failed to protect her? Okay? Comments open. I need y'all like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you guys like my new direction I'm going in. Press a 5. Come correct, boo, or don't come at all.